Breaking news from New York City. King Charles and Queen Camilla have just paid their respects at Ground Zero, laying flowers at the 9/11 memorial during a highly symbolic moment of their state visit to America. This marks the first time a British monarch has visited this sacred site since the devastating attacks 23 years ago. Earlier today, the King and Queen arrived at the National 9/11 Memorial in Lower Manhattan, where they were met by officials and families of victims. The royal couple walked solemnly through the Memorial Plaza, approaching the reflecting pools that now stand where the Twin Towers once reached into the New York skyline. Charles, dressed in a dark suit, and Camilla, wearing a navy ensemble, laid a wreath of white flowers at the South Pool, bowing their heads in silent tribute. The memorial bears the names of nearly 3,000 people killed in the attacks, including 67 British citizens who lost their lives that September morning. The King spent several minutes reading the names etched in bronze, his hand tracing over some of the inscriptions. Security was tight but the atmosphere deeply respectful as New Yorkers paused to watch this moment of international solidarity. This visit carries profound historical weight. Britain stood shoulder to shoulder with America after 9/11, with Queen Elizabeth II famously breaking protocol to have the Star-Spangled Banner played during the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace just days after the attacks. Tony Blair's government immediately invoked NATO's Collective Defense Clause, and British forces joined American troops in Afghanistan within weeks. The special relationship between the two nations was never more visible than in those dark days. Charles himself visited Ground Zero in 2005, but this is his first return as king, and his first visit to the completed memorial, which opened in 2011. The memorial's design, featuring twin voids with cascading waterfalls, represents absence and loss, a permanent wound in the heart of Manhattan. For the royal family, this visit also honors the memory of the late Queen, who visited the site in 2010 and met with families of British victims. The visit has drawn emotional responses on both sides of the Atlantic. New York Mayor Eric Adams called it a powerful gesture of remembrance and friendship. Relatives of British victims present at the ceremony expressed gratitude that their loved ones have not been forgotten. On social media, Americans and Britons alike have shared their appreciation for the King's tribute. Some 9/11 family members told reporters that international remembrance helps ensure the world never forgets the global nature of the tragedy. The visit comes at a crucial time in US-UK relations, with both nations navigating complex challenges from Ukraine to climate change. This deeply personal moment reminds both countries of their shared values and enduring alliance forged through tragedy. The state visit continues with Charles and Camilla expected to attend additional events in New York before possibly traveling to other American cities. Watch for more diplomatic meetings and public appearances that will further define this important visit. The King's schedule may include discussions on climate initiatives, one of his lifelong passions, and meetings with community leaders. 2 decades later, the memory endures. The special relationship endures. Stay informed. Stay ahead. This is Viral News Hourly.